Sengizonibingelela ke bakithi abathandwa bantwana bakaNkuluNkulu abasihloniphayo abaphila ngendlela eqondile ukuya ngoMoshe imiyalo kaMoshe intshayelo bathi intshayelo kaMoshe. Bakithi, today I want us to talk about what do you have in your hand. When God manifested the Holy Spirit in Moses, there was a word which said, what do you have in your hand? Moses, what is it that you have in your hand? I've got a staff in my hand. Throw it down. He threw it down and he changed it into something else. That was a sign that God wanted to know if Moses was really going to use that stuff for the good purpose. Moses was ready to go and emancipate the children of Israel from Egypt, from the iron fist of Pharaoh. God gave you a staff. You've got a staff with you. Your staff is here. What are you using to show that you use your staff effectively? You've got a staff, but you don't use it. God gave you that talent, that divine talent that you must pray for people. But you don't pray for people, you mock at them instead. You laugh at them instead. You whisper and gossip about them instead. Is that how you should use your staff? Is that how Moses used his staff? Let your staff change to become a snake. Let your staff consume other staff of the false prophets to show that you've got a staff that you can use. You are a prominent figure at church, prominent figure at work, elsewhere, in all sphere of fraternities. Wherever you get a high position because you've got a staff, but you don't utilize it. You get fired here and then, there you get retrenched. Where have you ever seen a senior personnel be retrenched from work? Where have you ever seen that? It's because you don't use your staff effectively. You complain about people don't like you and all this stuff. It's because you don't use your staff. Use your staff. If God gave you the talent of talking to people and motivate people like I'm doing right now, do it. Irrespective, I'm an engineer myself, but check the work that I'm doing right now. I've got an NPO to motivate people, to tell people about drugs, crime, GBV and all that. That is the stuff that God gave to me. I'm utilizing it. I'm using it. That's why I can tell you that I'm not scared of anything. I stand in front of a crowd and tell people that I don't need drugs. We don't need drugs in our country. And whoever I've got a doubt he can come now, I'll show him that we don't need drugs in our country. There's the standpoint, and I know nobody will ever touch me. There are people who are cowards. They are scared of these people from outside, say they're going to kill them. Let them come and try to kill me. They'll see what's going to happen to them. They've tried many times because I've been preaching about drugs all over. I know they don't like it because they want to condemn our children with drugs. Right now, I'm sharing as zombies. Who's going to be the managers? Who's going to be the president? Who's going to be prime ministers, deputy ministers and all that, but not the cabinet that is currently existing, which have got so hundreds of ministers, deputy ministers. You never know what they're doing. So anyway, I'm not there. But people, use your staff effectively. Use your staff. Don't hold your staff and do nothing with the staff. Let your staff separate water into two halves so that people must be rescued. People must be delivered. Deliver people with your staff. Don't hold your staff for mocking people, for mockery, for gossiping. Children of the Most High, pray for yourself, for your children, for your partner, for your neighbor, for your neighbor's children, for your colleagues' children, for all the women females in the world, against gender-based violence, femicide, sexual harassment, for our children to refrain from drugs, for the parliament and our government to do what is right, not do what they're doing right now. Pray against drugs, manufacturing drugs, drug trafficking, human trafficking. Pray for people who are in prison, in hospital, who are captured, who are in exile because of political instability in their country. Pray for people. You will see your life is going to be at ease. My life is at ease because I pray 2 times, 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. when I wake up. Pray. Pray hard. Pray. Tell God exactly what you want. Don't just pray. Praying hard to me is tell people exactly what you want. God, exactly what you want. So, children of the Most High, I think you are now getting to understand. You must know that when a person does something that is not right, act of criminality or misbehaving or anything that is not right, it's not the person, it's not his characteristic, it's not his personality, it's the evil spirit that has been manifested in him or her by